Hello and welcome to the Igho podcast. It's good to be back with you all. My name is Igho and I'm so excited, to be here and to thank you all for the very special messages I got on my birthday. And to everyone born in the month of July, happy birthday to you. I hope you had fun. I hope you will have fun for those that are yet to celebrate. And yeah, it's been a beautiful summer. It's been a hot summer. Everyone out there experiencing the crazy heat of the sun, please stay safe. Please hydrate, and please try to stay indoors as much as you can. It reminds us that global warming is real and that climate change is real and that we have to do all we can to ensure that we protect our planet, because it's just one planet we have. We have no other place to run to if and should crisis start. All right, today I'm talking about study hacks for excellence in college. First of all, to all international students out there that has gotten their admissions and gotten their I-20, they've gotten their visa, I want to say congratulations to you all out there. Getting a visa to study, whether in America or any country in the world, it's a hard road in of itself, so congratulations once again. I hope that you spend these few days you have left in your countries to cherish your family, to be with your family, to be with friends, to prepare, and to make research for your own self, and to ensure you don't forget any of the necessary documents you have to bring when coming. Literally, all college students, I'll tell you, aim to get good grades, to secure a chance at a better future. To make this happen, the right kind of work has to be put in. While studying isn't a one-size-fits-all activity, it is best practice to adopt the ones that work perfectly for you. Now, I will share some study tips with you that's helped me along the way over time being here in the US, to get good grades, to be productive, to bring me one step, 2 steps, or 3 steps closer to those excellent grades I've been lucky to have. Well, some people will say it's not luck, it's hard work, but I say it's hard work too. I agree. And the steps I'll give you, yes, are the steps that I have taken, that has helped me get the best of grades I've gotten and to get scholarships I have gotten as well too. First of all, sleep. Get enough sleep. Now, sleeping, even if I know you're like, oh, why sleep? Why talk about sleep first? Sleeping is a basic human requirement, that must be stated. I always tell people you have to state this. Sleep. Adequate sleep is necessary for feeling awake and alert, for maintaining good health, and for performing at your best. There is no way you can perform at your best in college if you don't get enough sleep. People will say, oh no, you're here to study, so you should be awake all night, burning a popular term called the midnight candle. But trust me, you need good time, you need enough time, adequate time to sleep. According to a study by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine, after 2 weeks of sleeping 6 hours or less at night, students feel as bad and perform as poorly as someone who has gone without sleep for 48 hours. Ain't that crazy? Now, sleep is both important for your physical and mental well-being. Sleep is also important for learning and memory, according to new research. Now, getting enough sleep before study sessions help your memory and your mind to think properly. Now, when I came here, I always was awake. I slept for like 4 hours in a day, and trust me, it wasn't good for me. I changed my habit and started sleeping more. I noticed that there was a change in how I felt during the day, in my performance during the day. So please get enough sleep. That's the most important thing I'll tell you, when you come here. I'm not saying sleep the whole day and forget why you're here, but get quality sleep, get enough sleep. It's going to help you real good. Another one I will tell people is study early. The educational system here in the US is different from what we have back home. It's going to be different for you when you see. It's going to be a change, something different from what you have known. So I would say this: study early is the second tip I'll give you. Making it a habit to start studying your courses before the exam frenzy is one trick to getting better grades. Now, the system here in the US, you have homework due every week, and those homeworks add up to your total grade at the end of the semester. So start studying early instead of your casual cramming sessions. Cramming will not help you a lot here. You need to try to learn and understand. Honestly, cramming is a poor strategy that often is a result of poor preparation. Now, the solution to this is to plan out your study routine ahead of time so that you're not trapped in a cram session, which will likely lead to more chaos, like having to lose sleep and likely not eating properly as a result. So please, please, please ensure you start early, study early. It is easier to sustain an A than to fight to move from a B to an A in the final exam. It is doable, but it's not advisable. So try all you can to ensure that you maintain those good grades. It's not all about the A's and the B's in college, but it's good to have good grades. Good grades brings scholarships. Good grades opens doors. Good grades make things easier for you in college. Another one is switch up your study environment. Most times people believe, oh, you have to study in the library. It's only the library that you can understand and read that is quiet. That's not true. Everyone has a different study type and study style. Everyone have a place where they can study and understand, that it's not so noisy or crazy for them. It might sound unnecessary, switching up your study environment, but in fact, it is quite a useful study strategy. When you switch up your study spaces, your brain is forced to form new memories each time, increasing the likelihood that you will remember the new material you're studying. And that's true. There are times I study in my house, the times I study in the library, the times I study in my class, the times I study even when I'm on break in my office, even when I'm traveling in the airport. You can see me doing homework or studying. So switch up the environment you study. It helps a lot. I'm not saying it's bad to study in the library. Library is good. Libraries are good. I advise people to use the library because that's why it's there, for us to have that quiet space to study. But wherever your study environment is, please make sure you remember it. Make sure you make good use of it. Make sure you switch it up more often. And trust me, you'll see that the rate in which you remember things will increase. Another way, to be excellent in college is to teach someone. We know we're all there to learn, but trust me, teaching is such an effective way to test your understanding of a material. It's like a self-test of understanding that you're telling people, oh, you know what, from this book, I read this is what it's about. Oh, Shakespeare did this. Oh, Abraham Lincoln did that. Oh, Julius Caesar did this. Because you've read the material, you can gladly tell them what it is you understand from that material. And that's such a powerful tool, because the more you teach people, the more you remember it yourself. If you're teaching someone the material and you find you cannot answer a basic question about a certain topic, then you have more reading to do. You have to go back to the drawing board and say, hey, I need to focus on this part of the textbook. I need to focus on this part of the material because I've forgotten what it says, and because I wasn't able to answer that question. So it gives you a guide in of itself to how prepared you are for that particular topic and for that particular class in of itself. I will take one more before we go on a short break. So one more before the break, I'll say is rewrite answers to questions by hand. My friends see me, they said, oh, Kelly, why do you always write your answers down in your notebook? I'm like, that's the way I remember. It's called the old-fashioned method of handwriting on paper, but it's still an effective method of studying, because that way I can easily remember everything I wrote with my hands and with my pen. According to studies, when you take a moment to rewrite what you learned by hand rather than using an electronic device like a computer or your phone, you understand better. I still find it hard today to type my answers directly to my computer. I have to write it down on my paper, then type afterward. But thank God for Google Voice. So I just, read it out on Google Voice, and Google Voice helps me, to type by itself. But I have always preferred the handwriting way, because that way it sticks to my brain. It sticks to memory. Once you can write it out, you can remember it. It provides you with enough knowledge to rewrite the material in your own words, in the way you understand it. Now, I'm not saying go and plagiarize someone's content or whatever. No, please, but write a material in the way you can understand it for yourself, so that when you're writing it back, you can say, oh, what I thought it was, this is my own view with regards to what the author was saying. Then you are at the same time writing your own view, but you are also quoting what the writer has to say. So rewriting answers to questions by hand is a powerful tool that can help you, understand and study effectively. I remember I said it was old-fashioned, but still it is very effective. Alrighty, well, we'll go on a short break now. We'll come after the short break. I'll tell you more tips and more hacks you need to do to be excellent in college. So Welcome back from the short break. We've been talking about study hacks for excellence in college. Another tool you might need is to listen to suitable music. Music can have both positive and negative effects in studying. Personally, for me, I can't listen to music while I'm studying. However, I enjoy music to calm me down from stress. So it depends on what works for you. If you enjoy music, if you think music is suitable for you, while you're studying, you please do that. If the music does not distract you while you're studying, it's a method that can help you concentrate and improve your cognitive abilities. Yeah, music of the appropriate volume and genre can help you relax and ultimately improve your test scores, because it shows that yes, you can multitask and you can compartmentalize, and of course it improves your cognitive abilities as well. The next one is to casually probe questions. Now, asking questions is the best thing you can ever do for yourself when you're in college. Asking questions is a suitable way of understanding what the lecturer wants and how they want their questions answered. Now, I tell folks that, hey, we're all in the classroom. You can ask as many questions as possible. You know why? Because we all pay tuition to be here. We're not there by mistake. We're all there because we decided to be there and because we're paying for it. Just remember that it is all about your understanding. You're there, you paid for class, you paid for school, and you want to learn. So no matter the questions you have, please do well to ask your lecturers. And if you don't have time to answer you, then you can go see them in their office and have a discussion with them. Because asking questions makes you gain insight into possible exam questions. Probing questions are meant to help both the person asking the question and the person answering the question. It also helps other students who never talk in class but had these questions in mind to ask, but were so shy or were worried about asking the questions. So ask questions, never be shy as an international student, as a student wherever you are, to always ask questions. The questions themselves, as well as the answers, provide depth and insight into what the class is all about or what the study is all about. Another secret is chew gum. Chewing gum can help you relax and also increase your focus. Well, it keeps you awake, when you feel sleepy or when you're studying. And what's more, it doesn't have any serious side effects, unlike caffeine, that people take to stay awake. So I say just chew a piece of gum, maybe a sugarless one while you're studying, because you will try to reduce the sugar and not to have cavities in your teeth. So I'm not saying chew every day, but when you're studying, when you feel sleepy, you can always chew gum to try to stay awake or to be able to focus. Also, I'll say make use of memory aids and use note cards. Note cards are very powerful. Note cards are shorthand version of what the text is all about, of what the instructor's notes or paper is all about. These tools, they come in handy when it comes to memorizing technique. At times you go for competitions or you go for speeches, short notes help, note cards help. So they help you memorize things, not cram things, but memorize the ways and or how you want to get your thoughts across to the audience you have. So always learn to use note cards. You might find it useful to quiz yourself, on the key aspects and data that you're trying to remember on a regular basis or when presenting a data. Now, in talking about all this, from chewing gum to probing questions, asking questions, to listening to suitable music, to using note cards, to writing answers to questions by hand, to teach someone, switch off your study environment, study early, all this helps a student be academically sound. Academic excellence is the destination for all and every college student, especially international students who are trying to be the best of them, trying to excel in a new man's land. But unless you're a genius, you cannot do it on your own most of the time. So employing a particular method or a combination of methods that work for you can help you work smart and help you achieve good grades. Like I said before, it is not a one shoe fit all kind of advice, but proper planning and picking the ones that are best for you should yield positive results in your grades and in your study. As an extra advice, please do a little bit of exercise to keep you pumped up before your study session or before class or after class. Try to use a gym, try to stay healthy, try to eat healthy, try to get study partners, and most schools have food baskets for students, so please go there, ask for those things. And again, I'm very excited for you all of getting your visas, and for those that don't have the visas yet, please keep trying. I know it's hard, and hopefully one day you'll be successful. And if you need any help, please reach out to us. I go with Igho. I hope these tips help you all, and please let me know in the comment section what else international students, what else students need to excel and be the best of them while they're in college. Because I don't know it all, but when we come together, when we share our experiences, when we talk about these things, and of course we can help 1, 2, 3, 4 persons be excellent and have a great time in college and excel. And before I go, I want to give a shout out to my friend, my brother, Igho Tebele. Is a 2-time published author of the books A Toll for Chivalry and Dice Society. He's a gifted writer, an amazing writer, a wonderful person. I know you will have a good time reading his books. I've read them myself, so please get a copy from Amazon Books. A link to the books will be attached to this podcast, so please do well to get a copy for yourself. And congratulations, Mr. Igho Tebele, for this amazing book. I had a great time reading it. I know you all will have a great time reading it as well too. And to everyone out there, thank you for listening again. Please, if you want to be a guest on the show, if you want to partner with us, please reach out to us on info@igowithigho.com, or just send us a DM on our Instagram handle at igowithigho, or send me a DM on my own personal Instagram handle at Igho. Thank you all for listening. Please, again, stay cool, stay safe, hydrate, try and avoid the sun as much as possible, and have a beautiful summer. Thank you so much, everybody.